Hello everyone. So let us look at the second solution to check whether the user ID in the email contains the format first character alphabet, and second and onwards can be any alphabets, digits, or underscore, or any combination of it. So the portion before the at the rate is considered as the username. So the first thing we'll need to do is define a few variables, and we are going to look at the looping solution uh, to the definition. So first thing I'm going to do is extract a string, and then I need to find out um, where the at the rate is. Okay, I will need one character, the x to check. I'll need one variable to store um, the first character, and I will need a counter also to count, right? So let us first find out, and then I will obviously need the loop counter, and I will need one more variable which is going to find out the length of the string. So that's small l. So first thing, I will find out the location of at the rate. So that is index of. Now I can go ahead and write in if n is equal to -1, then I can throw an error saying, the at the rate is not there, which means anyways it's an invalid domain. But let me just assume that it is a proper email. We are supposed to just validate the section before the at the rate. Okay, so now in B, I'm going to extract from A the substring which starts from 0 to the nth location. So anything before the at the rate is extracted in B. Now, assuming that nothing is correct, we are taking the counter value as 0, and as we proceed through, as we loop through each of the string characters, if we encounter a correct character, then we will add 1 to the counter. Okay, so here's going to be my for loop. Now I will not include the first character because the first character will be accounted for in C1. So I'm extracting the first character here, and it has to be an alphabet. So let me skip it from the second and onwards character, checking where they can be any alphabets, digits, or underscore, which makes it easy for us to write the coding. So I should be less than n, and we'll take I plus plus, and what we will do is we will extract one character that is from the string b. So b dot caret ith position, and we will check if x is greater than equal to a. Now, okay, I realized one thing, that I will have to go around writing both the capital and small case alphabet. So what we'll do is, if we don't want to change anything here, we can just go ahead and say a is a dot 2 uppercase or 2 lowercase, because I've already written the condition. I can go ahead and write in the lowercase, right? So that resolves my issue, and then from a we are extracting something. So obviously here uh, the b string is in small, so I don't have to write in additional conditions now for the capital case. So here goes the condition for the digit character. So that is the digit character. Oh, we cannot write an and in between. We have to write in an or. So x is equal to the underscore. Okay, I'll have to put all these into a common condition and replace the ands with an or. Obviously, you would have realized why an or. The character extracted cannot be all of these at the same time. So if that is the case, I'm going to add in 1 to the counter. So once I come out of the for loop, my counter should contain, if all of them were alphabets or digits or underscore, my counter should be equal to n minus 1, because one character has been accounted for here. It has been extracted. We have excluded. So if the length of the substring is n, then the total number of characters we have checked in the for loop is n minus 1. So my final decision making condition would be if the counter value is equal to n minus 1 and the first character is a alphabet. Again, at this point, you can, make a check that n should be greater than equal to 1, because we need at least one character. So n is greater than equal to 1. So we need at least one character before the at the rate sign. So then we can say this is correct. As of now, we are not talking about the email, but we will still consider it as correct email. It should have been correct username. But nonetheless, you can customize your code and your output. So let's see whether it works. Okay, does it work? Right, it says correct email if I entered digits right. If I entered an underscore or maybe multiple underscores, it says correct. What if I entered only one alphabet? Correct. Okay, what if I removed everything else? Okay, so let me take the digits also off. What if I replaced this with a digit? It says incorrect. So my code is working so far fine. You can go ahead and try and crash this code if you wish. And I'll see you in the next video with a new definition.